Folks, we're going to be doing some extended tests. This involves YouTube requests to do Blender, Sims, Minecraft, and the like. So, what we'll be doing today is checking out how the MacBook Neo does in these performances, starting with Sims 4. So, I will say, if you've seen my previous videos, that the SSD on the Neo is slower than when the M1 MacBook Air came out. And then there was that whole fiasco with M2 Max if you didn't get the 512 megabyte version. It was slow. All to say, I do notice this in some stuttering compared to kind of what I've used to in my other tests. When we run Ultra on Sims, it does run, but not at 30 frames per second. Um, so I don't play this game really at all, but just kind of showcasing for some people. If you do want the high fidelity of Ultra settings, this is how it performs on this. Now, this MacBook Neo has a 60 hertz uh, screen, so you might want to be trying to hit that. Some people also game at 30 frames per second, so you could run this at medium to get those 30 frames per second. And then if you want the 60 frames per second and above experience, you could set the setting to low, and that is at the resolution that is Retina. So if you kind of wanted more frames per second, higher quality, you could put the resolution lower and increase the graphical settings. So I'm taking this from the previous request on the M5 Pro to test it on the Neo. This test is a 9 stream playback plus streams on the playback on the right. So multicam on DaVinci Resolve can show on the left, showcasing all 9 4K streams. And then on the right, I tried to do some trim and movement to showcase kind of the 4K on the playback. And that was with proxy on. And then if we do the same thing with proxy off, it eventually gets to stable 30. I'm not exactly sure if this test is kind of legit on people's workflow, but this was what some person asked me is to test multiple 4K footage. So yeah, I think it kind of works out. Let me know what you guys think or if comments to kind of stress test this further. Blender was also a request on the M5 Pro, and I figured I'd bring it back to test here on the MacBook Neo. We have the classroom demo set up, and we're checking out how the GPU compute does and the viewport with Eevee as well. So basically, clicking through here, we can see how it does. I'm not sure if this is necessarily due to the A18 or particularly due to the SSD slowness speeds that I mentioned. Um, there could be further tests done, or people on YouTube have commented that I should get an external SSD and have faster speeds than on the MacBook Neo. So now when it comes to actual rendering, we could see that this actually happened on the M5 Pro, but some ideas of that it would have to load certain things, and this, in my opinion, kind of slows down the render. Uh, even compared to the M5 Pro, which have the fast SSDs, with the slow SSDs, not just a chip slowing down, but this whole loading certain things before rendering makes it take quite a bit. So skipping ahead on this first render, we could zoom in here and see it took about 4 minutes, which included that initial time to get the render even started. So if we run this again, the second time, I believe it stores in cache or somewhere, maybe in RAM, maybe in swap memory. But either way, it starts loading kind of the render immediately instead of having to wait. And with that done, it then renders more quickly, running around 2 minutes, which is people may need to compare that timing to what we saw in the M1 MacBook Air benchmarks. So one of the last things we're going to test out here is Minecraft. This was run on Lunar Client. So kind of just showcasing the loading, just so people are aware of how the SSD impacts, kind of coming from the M5 Pro and some of my tests I've done on the M5 machine, and which then translate to the M5 MacBook Air or even the other M4 MacBook Air. You could see that it just kind of takes a long time to load stuff on this machine, but I would say that it is capable of running this game, just having slow load times. So when it finally loads, we could get the FPS counter going, and we'll see that it runs at 30 frames per second with some GUI scale changing. We can then fix so you guys in the YouTube can watch how the FPS are. So yep, that is kind of the last couple of tests I'll do with the Neo. Still unsure if I'm going to keep this around just to use as a kind of web machine travel. I do say that I wanted to have the M5 Pro replace my M1 Max, but now it's deciding, do I have this Neo maybe as a long-term device to make kind of yearly or year content because it's just going to be so popular. There might be a lot of content to make. Still deciding on that, but the M5 Pro would be my daily driver. So, um, yeah, just let me know your guys' thoughts. Now, maybe if this is the last MacBook Neo device, if I do end up returning this, I will say that I think that the SSD slowdown is something that I'm thinking is like very noticeable to me in my workflows of making content, just for kind of quick time recording or some of these load times. I feel like I remember that it could be a nostalgia thing. The M1 MacBook Air just seemed fast and like didn't have noticeable slowdown. And even though this is fast, it just seems to have some more spikes or slow load times than I'm used to remembering. I could be biased now as technology has improved and I've tested M2 Mac, M2, M3s, M4s, and now even the M5s are really fast. I just something to consider. Just more reviewers talking about the SSD speeds, and of course, there is the other speed test I could do, which would be to have a faster SSD plugged into the USB-C. Anyways, thanks for watching all the content I make. I'll see you guys probably from Salt Lake, as that's gonna be my next trip, and probably when I'll make more videos. Peace.